panels and frames, marriage held hostage by their comic book games. Ink-stained pages they're tearing apart, superhero love but a villainous heart. Boxes and speech bubbles fill up their world, justice gets deaf when the punches are hurled. Comic book council in a desperate plea, lady proms crying, fanboy can't see. Heroes ain't saving the lives they once knew, ink's all they've written while love faded blue.
Number 3 is the WrestleMania. I'll be there when he surprised me for my first WrestleMania.
Yeah, I surprised you at the TLC 2013 pay-per-view. That was in Houston at the Toyota Center.
That was a good one because I got to see kids cry.
Top. Oh! It's the third time. World War says, tell us. Oh, what I was doing.
Oh, I will. I will probably disappear in a while.
Go get it. Go get it. Just because it's so ridiculous.
But let me tell the story.
All right. Anyways, okay, so she's going to have to go. What the hell? What? She fell down. She fell down running so fast. Good morning, everybody. What's up? Hope everybody is having a fantastic weekend, and hopefully you guys can hear me because last week we had the mishap of me having the mic off. But I hope everybody has, wow, why is it putting this up here? But I hope everybody has had a fantastic start to their weekend. I hope everybody had a great Superman Day. Holiday weekend. We've got Easter. Today we have WrestleMania Night 1. Tomorrow WrestleMania Night 2, which I have to miss, or at least I need to be asleep through part of it. And yeah, here we go. Choice reviews. Have a great Easter /420 tomorrow. And so I guess. I just read that comment and I did that. You didn't like the little clip for the video, Lady Prime? My bad. But yeah, I hope everybody has a good weekend. Ollie James will start day 2 of his 4-day weekend off when he wakes up. So we had a good Friday, no pun intended, because we're not all normally off on Friday. So we took the opportunity to travel to Corpus Christi, Texas, hit up a comic shop, hit up a Half Price Books, and did some Easter shopping for Ollie James and my niece and nephews. DJ Wise was here at least at one point this morning with a good morning. Once again, Troy's reviews with the Happy Easter /420 tomorrow. Good morning, Evil Mike. Evil Mike playing a lot of Skyrim. I have you on in the background a lot. Don't necessarily type in the chat. Just put you on while I'm doing some other work around the house. But man, really giving me the fever, wanting to play Skyrim again. So we'll see. I need to do something to occupy my brain. Thoughts running wild and stuff. So Brian LCS, good morning, good sir. Hope you are doing well. Brian, what are your, and I know you talked about it a little bit, your thoughts on Spider-Man. I know you talked about the idea that the character doesn't move forward. I don't know. It must be annoying to reset all the time, and reset and nothing's changed other than you go back to what's not the standard, I guess. Thank you, Evil Mike, with the audio is good. Collector P, good morning. Good to see you, sir. Collector P, I think you posted maybe in your last post on Instagram of some recent pickups, and there's a Vampirella photo cover. There's a Vampirella photo cover on that Instagram post. Yeah. BJ White says WrestleMania, woo! And that's my best flair thing I got this morning. Still a little bit of a scratchy throat. I'm looking forward to night 1 more than I am night 2. I think the real main event is Seth Rollins versus CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Cody and Cena would be a good night 2 main event, but I think the triple threat match has had the best build and is the storyline that makes the most sense. Trev, the shipping guru, good morning. I sported my tops, the pack shirt that you provided, that you gave me. It's a wonderful shirt. I love the soft material. I can't remember if it's 88 or 1986, 1984. The tops cards, how you would have had the pack back in the day. So sported that shirt yesterday. Love that shirt. DJ Wise is driving to the warehouse sale. Yeah, man, you sent me some info on that. So have fun. Have fun. Hopefully you're able to pick up something that's really cool. I did a review on the new issue #1. I'm hopeful that Joe Kelly will be more Peter Ford. We shall see. Ultimate Spidey has been so much better than Amazing Spider-Man. And ASM should be like the best title for Spider-Man. You know, you should take your, I don't know. I guess maybe that's why, because it's Amazing Spider-Man. That's the Spider-Man title. That's why they're not afraid to do, or that's why they're so afraid to do stuff on that title, and it has to be a certain way versus you can take chances with the other titles. I don't know. Robert Springs, good morning. Hope you are doing well, and I'll check out that review, Brian. I know you were talking about it a little bit last week on your live stream after our morning show, so I did hear some of your thoughts there. Robert Springs says, Fanboy Prime, or hello, Fanboy Prime and Lady Prime. Hello, everybody in the live chat. Trev, the shipping guru, does say night 2 of WrestleMania is always better, in my opinion. And I get that because it's WrestleMania Sunday, and that's when it should be better. Me looking at the card and the matches that I see for night 1, and maybe it has a little bit to do with I'm not going to be able to watch night 2, or at least all of night 2 live. So maybe that's why I'm putting in my head that I'm looking forward to night 1 bit more. But the match lineup, I look like I'm going to enjoy the matches from night 1 more than I'm going to enjoy the matches from night 2. But the WrestleMania magic will definitely take place more so on Sunday night 2. Manny, the Hobgoblin Collector, good morning. Did the blob make it for today's challenge? I could not find a great blob cover. I tried to find. It was hard.
It was hard. I thought this was going to be easy peasy. I couldn't find any guy covers where they show their belly button. I would always get so close because I would think like, Conan or like any kind of gladiator type. And every time I picked up a cover, their waist.
To be fair,
no.
Like you could see where their belly button's at, but it was like shadowed.
Yeah.
Because of their pose. Or
something was there.
Right. And we could have said, oh, well, this is where their belly button's at, but we wanted the actual belly button to make it. It's like I showed her a cover yesterday. I thought the cover was cool, but I couldn't tell if that was a belly button or like because she was twisted a certain way.
With the umbilical cord. Leftover umbilical cord.
It was a harder challenge when I was at the comic shop looking, at Half Price Books looking. Then I went through my stuff and I found like 7 easy. Ridiculous. We shouldn't have gone shopping. Somebody wanted to spend money.
We only went comic book shopping. We went to go buy stuff for the kids. So the only thing I got was an inhaler. So yay for me.
No Manny, but Benjamin Button did. Fantastic movie, Benjamin Button.
It was a good movie. I would watch it again. Now another movie that's really good, but I don't know if I could invest in it again. American Gangster. It's a good movie, but makes me sound like it must not be a good movie because I won't watch it again.
I watched it.
Span's gotten shorter.
I watched it in 2010 when you were out of town, and I was watching your apartment, and I never finished it, and I've never gone back to watch it. Doesn't mean it's a bad movie, but given its length, I've never been so excited to go back and watch it because I want to be fully invested. But yes, absolutely. Amazing Spider-Man is the flagship title. It should have the best creative team. I'm scrolling through. Robert Spring says it's Charlotte Flair time. I'm taking Tiffy time.
Yeah. I love Charlotte. I think she's a great wrestler. But, I mean...
I looked through some Warlord books, too, and I couldn't find belly buttons. Once again, I wanted a visible belly button. I don't know. It was tough. Lady Prime, would you go ahead and...
Hi, fanboy.
What's up, Robin? Hope you're doing well. Do you want to go ahead and do this one, too?
Hi, Lady Prime. Oh, hi, Lady Prime. You got to get the right tone. You gotta get the right
Robin is on her way to work. Robin, I'm a little sad that this is not the episode that you get to appear as our guest on, because I know you would have come in a midriff bearing outfit. She would have been showing off her belly button. She would have crafted something, maybe the petals of a flower around the belly button.
But see, I was going to do that, but that would have been expected from him. So I got a full t-shirt on. Sorry.
Yes, sorry. Alrighty.
What? Or did she go, what?
Yeah.
That's what she does more.
Alrighty. Well, do you want to get into battling, or you got anything you need to say?
You're just a piece of trash.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why am I a piece of trash? You didn't like the video?
I mean, besides that, just in general.
All right, hold on one second. Let's get your reaction. World War says, tell us. Oh, what I was doing.
Oh, yesterday. I will. I will probably disappear in a while.
Go get it. Go get it, just because it's so ridiculous.
But let me tell the story.
All right. Anyways, okay, so she's going to have to go. What the hell? What? She fell down. She fell down running so fast.
Did it on purpose. That's like the other thing.
It's
like,
the
why
joy.
would you do that?
It's the joy in my face. She fell down. Oh, I wish I had a camera recording our conversation as you watch that. No belly button show-offs. I'm out. All right.
Go ahead, fanboy.
No, I'm wearing my...
You.
There we go. Shout out to Most Wanted Comics there in Corpus Christi, Texas. For Superman Day, I did find a little... Oh, man, where did I put the rest of the books? Oh, right here. So I bought 2 Superman books yesterday for Superman Day. Actually, I lied. I bought 3. 4 maybe, if you want to count World of Krypton. This is just part of my yesterday pickup. World of Krypton, number 3. This is the one of the miniseries that John Byrne did there during the great Superman reset of 86, Man of Steel, and right after Crisis on Infinite Earths. That was a pickup. I picked up Metropolis SCU, the Special Crimes Unit. It's got Superman there on the cover. This is a satellite miniseries to the Triangle Era. I think this is the one I was missing. If not, I need to pick up one more.
I lied. I did get something.
That's right. Go ahead.
I found this guy.
Who is that?
DDP. Diamond Dallas Page.
I didn't know his mouth moved.
Yeah. That's why I was like, oh.
That's pretty cool.
$20.
This
$20 and it still works. So, yeah, I did leave with this bad boy.
I like how she was going to tell the story, and if not for her falling down, he was going to tell it.
So, either way, get down.
Picked up Superman Special number 3. I don't know if I had this in the collection or not. $2 pickup from Half Price Books. Although they really should charge cheaper than $2 if they're not going to have it in the bag and board. But I get these to read, so I wasn't necessarily concerned with it not being near mint.
Biscuit.
So we got that. And then the True Blue pickup for Superman Day. Found this Superman 710. This is the Adam Hughes ratio variant. Picked this up for $1.75. This was found at Most Wanted Comics. So, oh no.
No. You paid $2.
Unless he took 60% off of it. So, yeah.
Where was this one at? Half price?
No, this was at Most Wanted. So, like, the back row of the back issues went all the way to the right, and it's like, no, he charged $2 for this. Never mind. This was a $2 pickup. I'm sorry. Because it was like recent books they added to the thing or recent usually it was in the section where they put the recent books from the releases and they put it there. Check your Instagram, Lady Prime.
Oh.
Trev has sent you his belly button. Trev picked up the perfect belly button cover. Manny the Hobgoblin Collector was promised Truffle Shuffles 2. Why is it not letting me click that? There it is. Okay. I was promised a Truffle Shuffles 2.
It's a guy cover.
There it is. Oh, is that a Nightwing?
See, and I looked. I was like, there has to be some guys.
There. If you send it to the chat. But yes, they can get the idea with those 6-pack abs. Robin says, I thought you were going to show the banana.
Whose banana are you trying to see?
What did I do? What did I do with the banana yesterday?
You put it in the restroom, and when I got out of the shower,
I hid it in your bathtub. I mean, your bath towel.
Yeah.
So when you picked it up,
because the cat always is in there when I take a shower, so she sits on the towel, so I didn't see it right away.
Oh, Trev says $80 book I found for $1.
That's nice.
Are you talking about the Green Lantern ratio variant with Lobo on the cover? Mine was only when I checked that Adam Hughes cover, I saw it listed for like $25 on eBay. So that's the best like $2 find I guess I found.
And then that toy one time we found at a Goodwill.
Trev sleeps with that cover under his pillow. All right, DJ Wise, Trev says great cover, not mine. Speaking of his belly button. That's $300 for the Lobo book. You're right. That is a $300 book because I have not been able to find a price I like. Wait, was that abs cover the $80 book that you found for $1? That's ridiculous. Alrighty. Belly buttons. Man, and I feel a little sad that Carmen's not here to experience the belly buttons.
Oh, and I got a book.
This was her idea.
Another wrestling book.
I didn't even announce it on that short. Too sweet. Inside the what is that? The ride. Oh, the indie. Inside the indie.
Wrestling Revolution.
There you go.
This is when I went like all into every
That's crazy. I didn't know that was an $80
promotion there
book.
was.
So the Nightwing book was an $80 book.
Man.
I did not know that. Is it a ratio variant or was it just I don't know, secret cover? DC doesn't necessarily do secret covers, I guess. All right, you won last week. Does that mean I have to go first, or does that mean you go first?
I'm gonna go first.
You're gonna go first
For a certain reason.
for a certain reason.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me get this.
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm trying to think in my head. What is the reason you are so eager?
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys.
Hold on, let me see that. Let me see that cover.
The cover?
I mean, the backside. Let's see. This has got to be around 2014, 2015. Okay.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, fanboy Brian cuts me off again. He always likes to throw me under the bus. While we were talking about this challenge, of course, he had to throw some digs at me. So, before I had Ollie James, my belly button was a slit, just a little tiny slit.
Couldn't get my pinky finger in it.
And because of pregnancy,
I could put my thumb in it.
Now there's I don't know what I don't want to say the wrong word, but yeah. So this is my cover. Because I don't have a belly button because of pregnancy. Or I have a belly button because of pregnancy.
You can see that dot right there. Where did you find this? Yesterday?
Yes.
Earth 2 World's End. It's New 52 era, so let's see. I was wrong. This is going to be, yeah, December 2014. It's crazy.
Not right now. You gotta be patient.
Evil Mike does point out, well, he says multiple belly buttons, but really that's the only one you can true blue see.
True blue, yeah.
But yes, there would be a belly button there somewhere on that young lady there.
But tell them what you were saying.
What was I saying?
Tell them what you were saying.
What was I saying?
When we were driving and you were like, oh, are you gonna, or am I gonna tell them about how you, or was it, do you remember when you didn't have a belly button?
You just told them right now.
No, but how did you bring it up?
I don't know. How did I bring it up?
I'm trying. Usually you remember when you're trying to throw me under the bus.
I've never thrown you under the bus. That's why you're still alive. Haven't found a bus big enough.
Because I refuse to die. I refuse to die.
Alrighty. I have no idea what book this is because it's okay. It's on the back. This is the Immortal Hulk 17, the Battle Lines variant.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I haven't found a bus big enough to run over when I was driving the short bus. All right, Robin, we're glad you made it to work safely and soundly. This is my entry for round 1. Got the Hulk belly button. Probably give this to Ollie. He likes interesting Hulk faces. I'll be picking up that Ultimate Marvel Legend Hulk for him. Why he needs another Hulk, I don't know, but
that's what he made up his mind.
Yeah. I think it's because he saw how many poses he could put that one in, and he would like to use it for his model when he does his pipe cleaners and stuff. It's there, Robin. This challenge is going to be a little hard to show because you got to zoom in, but that's the belly button right there. You can see the circle. Lady Prime, you say this, right? Evil Mike says, have this cover. Ugh. Not a favorite?
I mean, I know Ollie would like it. It's a Ollie cover for sure.
Trev says he loves the art. Robin says, okay.
Okay.
Evil Mike says he, oh, no. Trev says L. I lost. Looks like a print that's so thin.
L for love.
Oh, got you. Oh, okay, got you. No, love the cover for the typo because the typo was got you. Now I'm seeing it because I saw your second comment, or I saw your first comment second, where you put have those covers, but he meant to say love those covers. What is the looks like a print that's so thin? What am I?
Looks like a print that's
or the comic was thin? Is that what we're saying?
This kid's trying to make an appearance.
This kid is trying to make an appearance. Hey, what are you doing? Because I have this. Yeah. How did I? Oh, because it was sitting behind me and I moved it to the front. So now she thinks I'm going to throw it. Not many pages? Oh, yeah. Well, and then weren't there a knock on Marvel for a while there that their paper quality was so thin and bad? Due to it being a Marvel. Yeah. Carmen, good morning.
Good morning, Carmen.
What are you doing today?
What am I doing today?
Yeah, belly buttons.
Belly buttons.
So thank you, Carmen, for the topic idea. Can y'all hear her squishing that ball? We poked a hole in it so that the squeaker would die. She does not like toys that squeak. Well, she loves toys that squeak, but she has to kill the squeaker. Immediately, yeah. Alrighty.
Can you believe my stomach looked like that?
But tell them when your stomach started looking like that.
When I was 9 months.
Yeah.
Is when you finally saw my stomach.
Because you were pregnant for a long time and nobody believed that you were pregnant.
Yeah, they thought I was lying. Just like they thought that we lied that we got married.
They thought you were pregnant when we got married.
They were like, that's the only reason why he would have married her.
Yeah. Evil Mike is taking Lady Prime. The Collector P is taking Lady Prime. Robin is taking, just names, please. I don't.
Why did you make Trev so thin? Why would you do that to him? Wow, I apologize.
Yeah, I apologize.
I'm sorry, Trev. Not on his behalf, but I'm sorry that he would do that to you.
Trev took Lady Prime. Troy's reviews astoundingly takes Lady Prime with the capitalized Lady Prime and a bunch of exclamation points. So Carbon Scraps takes Lady Prime.
I can't believe you would do that.
I don't know why I did.
That's a sign of disrespect. You should get like a flag thrown at you or something. Like mocking the commissioner. Somebody throw a flag at him.
Oh man. Yes, that was very, very, very disrespectful. I don't know if I was trying to mix it with Robin's voice.
I think so.
I don't know. Trev sounded great for a tad.
Yeah. I don't know how you confuse Robin.
Oh, I just.
Oh wow.
Oh, that was my Karen voice. Trev was being a Karen about it. I don't know. I really don't know why that voice of all the voice, my natural voice came out.
I just think you failed biology class.
My nuts dropped in the middle of the stream, and that's what it sounded like. You know what? There we go. I'll update the banner after I go this round.
Why? Why after this round?
Because I'm first up. This is one I found at Half Price Books. So like Half Price Books changed the way they do things. The covers are not half off the cover price anymore. Like the minimum is $2 now. This is Immortal X-Men number 11. I couldn't figure out which one.
See, I saw that cover at
Oh, did you at Most Wanted?
But it wasn't. How much did you pay?
This was $2.
Yeah, it wasn't $2.
X-Men or Immortal X-Men number 11. I'm assuming this is Mark Brooks. Some Storm action for you guys. Thank you with the comment of the show. I couldn't sleep, so I'm here. You know how like when they give movie reviews and like, oh, so-and-so said this and so-and-so said this. This is like comic book marriage counseling with the fanboy primes or whatever. And then we'll have Wellbore quoted, I couldn't sleep, so here I am. And then I thought Trev said same, but he said Storm. Yeah, so we got some Storm right here. LP is the manager. I'm filing a complaint.
Yeah.
Troy's reviews, Lady Prime. Let's see what you have this round. Trev, I'm here so I don't get fined. Well, bored.
Or it's going to be demoted as my favorite Canadian.
That's how I felt at work all week. I was, I'm here so I don't get another occurrence because my next half occurrence, I get fired. So there we go. Mortal X-Men number 11. I was trying to look for the issue information.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead. What you got? There's no belly button.
Yes, there is. It's just hard to see on screen.
Where's that?
And they probably own this. Somebody owns this. I feel like Trev has this. I feel like I've seen it.
Okay, my book is cover dated, or not cover dated, but is dated July of 2023.
Right here. Yes, it's a belly button.
That's a side button, kind of like side boob. It's like you saw side boob, but you didn't see boob. It doesn't count.
Boob is in it.
Robin's Buys and DIY says need red arrow. Like the character, you need him. Yeah, Robin, you are just something else. Trev says breaking out the big guns. Who is the artist, Lady Prime? I do not know. Based upon that,
I don't know.
I don't know if it's a variant cover or not. And I don't have my phone on me, so I can't do. Oh yeah, I can. Well, no, wrong phone. Evil Mike says, be weirded out looking up into a tree, seeing Storm sitting there with her hair floating. That's true. Her hair is floating.
So if I can't have my hair like that.
But she's controlling the wind, right? So she could make her hair do that. See, that's what it says for the artist. Cover art is either Kane Andrews, but it's not Campbell. It says Greg Land, Rochelle Rosenberg, Pepe Lorenz, Lucas Wernick, but I don't know. Like I said, okay, Lucas Wernick. There we go. And I've already highlighted it. There you go. Yeah, because I didn't recognize the little
Signature.
right. Robin says no to point out the belly button. I knew that. Robin. I was just messing with you. Alrighty. Does that count?
Who said that? You're saying that?
I'm saying that. Evil Mike says great cover, but does it count?
I could have said the same thing about the Hulk. His belly button is smushed because the way he's hunting.
No. You can see the belly button lips on it. I knew that was not going to go over well. Look, hold on. See how it's rounded right there?
Crevice.
Yeah. There's the belly button. There's the belly button lip. Okay. All right. You're not going to... It counts. Thank you, Trev.
Thank you, Trev.
I'll stop.
I immediately saw this and I thought of Trev.
Somebody has posted...
It's Trev. He posted...
I don't know if it's that cover.
Not this cover. I think it was...
But Savage Land Road.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I might as well just create a new belly button. All right.
My bad. It's hurt.
Leah, as someone who...
What did you call me?
I said, Leah. I didn't call you Leah. But as somebody who went so long of their life without a belly button, what is it like having one now?
It's annoying sleeping by you.
Why?
Because...
And are you talking about because of your belly button, or are you just saying that in general?
Both. No, because you put your finger in my belly button and try to hold me. Don't tell me that's being affectionate. That's being malicious.
When you're climbing a mountain, you look for anywhere to put your hands. And I'm ready to climb that mountain
I can't
all
wait
the
to
time.
use that line. Can I use that line now?
What line?
What you just said.
It's like a metaphor for life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you're big as a mountain. I'm just saying that, like, you're a challenge.
Not right now. You're not saying I'm as big as a mountain.
Have I ever?
Let's go wake up our
Hold on,
son.
let me see.
What does our son always say? Dad, why are you always messing with mom?
Yeah, messing. Not. Okay, there we go. So you're up 1-0. You won round 1. Let me go to the chat before I accidentally end the stream. Why is it not take? Okay, that thing wouldn't come off. Evil Mike, allow it. Lady Prime is correct. If Hulk counts, that counts. But need to see some outie.
That's so hard. I tried.
Robin says need the magnifying glass today.
I would. Never mind. I'm not gonna
Grip
that.
holes. See,
Woo,
grip holes.
I'm not gonna.
Here comes the frying pan. Thank you, Trev. It's a finger hole. Robin says mountains. Boy, calling on to stay alive. See what I'm saying? How you gonna bowl a strike? The thumb is important when you're bowling.
Tell him, because you went to
Yeah, but I like the how you're gonna bowl a strike. You got to use 3 fingers. Put that belly button down here. What's up, Roscoe? Good to see you. Yeah, man, we're doing good. We're just ready for Easter weekend, WrestleMania weekend. We're gonna do the
WrestleMania weekend.
Well, we're gonna do the
kids.
Yes, we're gonna do the egg hunt today, and like
egg hunt. We got Easter. Oh, I got to put the Easter baskets together
because this is like something that you've taken on. Because my mom passed away, you are taking on this task.
So each kid gets their own, and then we got a new kid. We earned another family member.
Oh, because of my brother.
Your brother.
So.
So we got everybody, and then Brandon's dad, or Fanboy's dad, also was like, "Here's
$300. Go get the kids something." I'm like, they don't need $300 worth of stuff.
But then when we started scanning everything, we're like, oh.
All right. Round 2 is done. This is the X-Men round. I have this, what I assume is Mark Brooks X-Men cover, Immortal X-Men number 11. The belly button is there. You have, what is it, Savage Land Rogue?
Yeah.
Or Rogue Savage Land. Your belly button is there. The better belly button cover shall be decided.
You know what I just realized?
What did you just realize?
These 2 girls are my hair goals.
These are your hair goals? Like you want white hair?
Yeah.
Big and bad like that? Or you would love the streak?
Yeah.
Who is the girl with the streak that used to be on What Not to Wear?
Stacey
London?
Yeah, Stacey London.
I had a huge crush on Stacey London.
I just realized it because me and my brother watched X-Men, and oh man, there was these X-Men toys that me and my brother had. And I had
probably the Toy Biz ones back in the day.
Like it was like a robot, but it was like
I know which one you're talking about.
It was a robot, and then they were in there.
There was a mech series where you could put the action figure in the mech, and then she had a storm cloud on one hand, and you press the little button, and the storm cloud spins. It's like her shield. Oh, thank you, Wellbore. All right, let's see. The Collector P took Fanboy. Trev took Lady Prime. Troy's Reviews took Fanboy. Evil Mike took Fanboy. Carmen's Crafts took Fanboy. Wellbore took Fanboy. So I know this must have been a great cover. He struggled to type that.
He wants you to come move in with him. Just put who you're voting for.
He got up to himself. Robin's Buys and DIYs is taking Fanboy. Geek Out with Roscoe is taking Lady Prime because of Rogue.
Yes.
Evil Mike says, I hate the gray hair fad that's going around. Women don't want to display age, but want gray hair. Slaps face.
No, but then
But you liked it before the fad.
I liked
you wanted to do it years ago.
Yes, and I wish I was one of those that like got gray hair. Like my gray hair came in. I don't. I have like 6, if that.
Wellbore says he's voting for the theme just to knock me down another notch to make sure I know.
But I follow a group of women who are. I follow a lot of older women that are like in their 50s and 60s who stopped dyeing their hair and just let it all go gray. And I'm like, dude, that's so cool. I don't know.
Is there like a white hair somewhere here?
Yeah.
How many do I have?
You probably like have 3.
On the top
your
of my
hair.
head?
Yeah.
It's the first one. It's the first one I've seen.
Yeah. But you have like 20 in your hair.
This is where my gray is starting, or my white, whatever gray hair is starting to appear.
No, I like you better.
Am I a silver fox yet?
No, you're not a silver fox yet. But I do love me a silver fox. Kurt Russell?
Silver fox from Cougar. Kevin Nash, Diesel wrestler.
He is a handsome fella, and yeah.
You like it better with the whites, like because he says he can no longer dye his hair black, like when he makes appearances, and they want him to. He has to be Kevin Nash, but can't be Diesel because he can't do his hair black.
Yeah.
Geek Out with Roscoe. My gray is starting out in my beard too. I have a question, Roscoe. If that's where your hair is starting out, is that the first spot you found gray hairs? Though mine were in my nose. My whites, gray hairs started in my nose, but you couldn't see them.
Yeah.
So everybody thinks this is
I'll
where.
just tell you to tuck them in.
That or I yank them out. Evil Mike has a lot of gray. Wellbore says my gray is abundant. How?
You're saying you have a?
It's like, that's where my gray started. Let me show you. All right, Lady Prime, you are first up in round 3. I have to update the banner
Okay.
because I need to go through and delete banners.
I've used this
for old
cover
episodes.
like this would be my 3rd time, perhaps.
Yeah, I have a cover here that it's good for the theme, but I've
But
used it.
there's a reason why I picked it.
All right, you got a story to tell with it?
Yes.
Troy's review says mostly in my beard. We got rid of Roscoe Graybush, Grandma's boy. Evil Mike says first gray hair was on the Nads. No joke. Oh, man. Troy's review says about half my gray hair is in my beard, but he says mostly in his beard. So there we go.
So y'all grow hair on y'all's balls.
So his first was in his beard. I keep my stuff near the microwave so that I won't grow hair.
Oh, you use our gas stove.
no, that's how you bake beans. You got Evil Mike says mine is all in my beard so far. So there you go. All right, what you got? Let's see. Based upon that cover, we're looking at a Rebirth issue, DC Rebirth. So 2016, 2017. What you got? Oh,
There's a butt.
right after the DC Rebirth, so maybe 2018.
So it's right here. And it's a man's
Oh, you found one. Okay.
belly button.
Got you. This is the Catwoman's bachelorette party.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I was able to find a man.
Evil Mike has not found any grays above the beard. There's no hair there, Mike. Wellbore says, let the locks flow, Mike. That's some, I believe that's Amanda Connor on the artwork. I don't want to say they're chubby faces, the rounded faces more so.
Their cheeks are fuller.
There you go.
They all have the same like housewife vibes, like where their faces are all.
Skullet Bros. Robin says, I've seen this cover before. I believe you. Did you use this cover on your when you sang the
Yes,
cover
I did
jam?
that
Was
one.
it Ladies Night?
Yes, and I can't remember what else I used it for, but I know I used it recently.
Love this cover and issue, Catwoman's bachelorette party.
Oh, for Red Flags. I think I used it for Red Flags.
Oh, she'd be going to the strip club.
She'd be going out. That's why, because she went out.
Trev says Mopey Batman. Oh yeah. When she tells you,
That's right. There we go.
I'm just hanging out with the girls. That is a red flag. Yeah, that's good. Hold on, let me see something. Oh, this was a great issue. Getting together like Supergirl, although she shouldn't be there. She's too young. Well, she's not at the strip club, but. I was wrong. This is June of 2019, so a little later than I thought. Alrighty. Let's see. Should I match you and go with a guy, or should I just put whatever?
Do what you want.
Should I reuse the cover I've already used?
I did. Rice now. The rice. I did.
I didn't pick my 7 to start off, but I should. What was one of the last moments Batman got to spend with Alfred? Super sad. Tom King's run up until I don't know, breaking them up or whatever was great. I don't know. Like, I enjoyed the moments like that. I enjoyed the double date with Superman and Lois. Like, that was good stuff. There was some great moments. And then it was like, oh, we'll make them not get married, and then we're gonna make Batman not be Batman anymore. Like, he sunk to such depressing levels. All right, I've got Supergirl number 2. This is a Michael Turner cover.
thigh gap. I'm just kidding. I don't know why. I don't know. That was just something.
That's where your eyes went? The thigh gap.
There's a little thigh gap.
That'll be a
remember,
future cover challenge, thigh gap.
I don't know. It just popped in my head.
Okay, so this was her costume for a while. I think currently now they have the full
Suit.
She doesn't have the midriff anymore. What do you prefer?
I don't know. I don't. Either one, really.
I feel like I like the idea of a longer skirt and a full shirt.
Mm-hmm.
But I get it.
Just like,
she's like a rebellious teen.
Yeah, that's what I was. That. And then you think about like fighting. You know, if you've ever seen girls fight, like that thing's gonna go up.
Turner Supergirl was the absolute best. And I'll say it again, I say it all the time. It's so crazy to me that a talent like such as Michael Turner could die so young. I mean, anybody can die at any time, right? I mean, no, nothing's guaranteed, but it's just crazy. Alrighty. We have round 3 as a DC round. And a gender battle. Is the male belly button at a strip club better than a teenage Supergirl? Evil Mike loves the short skirt, makes her more intimidating.
Intimidating to who?
Well, think about it.
I'm just kidding.
When you battle, you know, the Bible, they use the term "gird up your loins." It's called lifting their robe so that they can get some real work done. You know,
because just like when you're about to fight, you roll up your sleeves and you're like, "Yeah, I got you."
And
like
so
Mark Wahlberg when in that movie Four Brothers. So
Travis taking fanboy prime. He made no issue about that, or he made no. He didn't hide it. He didn't hide the fact who he was voting for early on. Evil Mike took fanboy. Wellbore took fanboy. The Collector P is taking fanboys. Troy's review is taking fanboy prime. Trev the shipping guru says it is 5-0 at that point, but it's also 6-0 because Robin is taking fanboy. You break up easily. Carmen is taking fanboy prime. Trev has said now the count is 7-0. Wow.
Your guys are sexist. Y'all didn't pick it because it was a guy's belly button. Because you know why? They didn't want to prove their true self. I'm just kidding.
She's prepared for battle. I'm mad that I couldn't get like a better like close-up belly button cover. I know there's some out there, but I could not find it. Let me update this real quick.
Biscuit.
That was round 3. So we're on to round 4. All right. I'm going to go with 52, week 36.
Ow. Got me.
It's a Lobo cover.
Let me see. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It just couldn't see.
Well, a lot of them they have the. Trust me, I couldn't find your wrestling books.
Oh, mine were next door. But
Yeah.
I don't think.
I think China would have been the only one. Would have been a photo cover.
Maybe.
Any suggestions for upcoming battles? Are you asking Lady Prime and I, or are you asking the chat, Robin?
You're asking him on our behalf.
The main man. And when will you be making your return appearance? I know, Trev, you said you have one in mind. Shirtless bear fighter? I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I know. I meant to tell you yesterday to look.
Yes, that just popped. See, me and Trev think alike. We're on the same grade.
Trev says horses. People like, yep, horses.
I think I have like 3 horses.
Oh, there was Barbarian Kung Fu was selling books the other day, and I was like, oh, a horse cover, and somebody had already claimed it. Like the blood on his face. Good.
Oh, wait, no,
No, you haven't. You have not shown yours this round.
Let's do. Oh, this is the one I was gonna go with.
Be like this. It's not necessarily on newsprint, but like I like the paper quality here. To me, it holds the ink. Doesn't hurt my eyes. I was trying to look for Starfire covers. I couldn't find. You've used this one before too, haven't you? Or is this one you picked up yesterday?
No, I've had this one.
Bethany, good morning.
Good morning, Bethany.
Hope you're doing well, especially on this holiday weekend. Considering the circumstances, we're doing all right ourselves, considering the circumstances. And yeah, but I hope you're doing well, Bethany. Good to see you. Lady Prime is playing the role of Mother Prime this weekend, taking care of all the kids' Easter baskets. I'm taking the role of Scrooge McDuck and providing all the money. Oh no, we just said my dad.
You're just showing up. You're just showing up and be like, yeah, just put my name on it.
Yeah.
Just put my name on it.
Can I sign that card?
And then I'm like, oh, we should get this. This is for this kid. And then you're like, okay.
No, I had ideas.
What was your ideas?
The cards and the soft play, the air dry soft play.
She better not have chewed up my tie. I'm gonna beat her up.
Everybody telling Bethany good morning. That boy Pale talking about Lobo. Evil Mike says cover to my liking. The Collector P. It's got the triple B's. Boobs, blood. Oh man, why? Boobs, blood, and belly buttons. There you go.
Yep.
You can quadruple B it if you want with that belly button. Bethany says, yeah, I ended up buying everything. My dad just paid me back half of what I spent. Well, half the gift is from you, half of it's from him. Fanboy, spend whatever money Lady Prime left you on the kids. Aw. Aw. I don't know.
Didn't you buy it for me?
I am spending money on the kids. I'm getting myself I'm getting myself covered. Troy, I highly recommend the aerial bots. I don't know if you're planning on buying them. Figure wise, I think they're better than anything that came out of Legacy. Like stiff, tight joints. I love it. They look like the animated G1 animated series, especially Slingshot with his bald head. Yeah. Though it's boobs, butts, and belly buttons. You got any butts on there?
Some cheek, a little side thigh, whatever.
Well, if you're a horror fan, though, you like the blood. TCP, the trifecta. Oh, man. Bethany's got 10 kids to buy stuff for. Wow.
Oh, you got me beat. You win.
We just got the 4. Well, 5 if we count Bryson. Only Age of the Primes figure I got so far is Solus Prime. I actually found a Solus Prime yesterday. I'm not so interested in the Primes. I'm only trying to buy characters that were in the 80s animated series now. I have to limit what I buy. Like the collection's growing too big. All right, so this is the blood round. Lobo's got blood on his face, blood on his hook there, and Lady Prime has blood all over her girl on her cover.
It matches my hair.
The blood matches your hair? You're pushing me off screen.
Oh, my bad. Biscuit.
Trev is taking Lady Prime. Evil Mike is taking Lady Prime. Collector P is taking Lady Prime. Robbins buys a DIY is taking Lady Prime. Troy's reviews taking Lady Prime. Wellboard taking Lady Prime. We have not had a close round this theme. Bethany's taking Lady Prime. There you have it.
You got me last one.
Bloods and boobs will beat out Lobo.
Oh man.
What's up?
I didn't even think to go look next door for my Lady Death.
Ah, you do have Lady Death books. You're right. Carmen's Crafts took Lady Prime. Man, it was a clean sweep this round.
Sweep the leg. I was taught correctly.
To sweep the leg? Mm-hmm. What is the best line in The Karate Kid?
Probably that one. Or is there another one?
Put him in a body bag.
Oh. We were talking about movies on our way to. Were we leaving or were we?
When we were going to Corpus, I told you that somebody at work asked me what the best Rocky was. And I said, it's either Rocky 1 or Rocky 2. Depending on the mood I'm in, 2 can be better just because like he wins it. But Rocky 1 has like my best overall favorite line when he's arguing in the hallway, when he's talking to the door. He's not in the hallway. Mickey's in the hallway. He's in his apartment. And, what about, you talk about prime? What about my prime? That's like that laugh.
I don't know. Like Rocky 4 has a soft spot for me. I know it's not one of yours.
When it says, geez, that laugh, are you making fun of me or are you talking about the guy from the Karate Kid? Because it is a very, very recognizable laugh. Evil Mike says, be right back. Have to run to the store, but still here and listening. Thank you, sir. Yes, definitely travel safe, Mike. I said Rocky 1 or Rocky 2, but if I have to just like flat out give it Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Creed 1, Creed 2, even though they're not technically Rocky movies, Rocky has a big enough role in it. So Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Creed 1, Creed 2, Rocky Balboa, and then 3, 4, and 5, I don't really care what order you put them in.
4's first for me because I quote, if he dies, he dies. I quote that a lot.
It's a good quote.
And then, so 4, then it'd be 1 and 2, and Rocky Balboa because the line in that movie.
What, nothing's going to hit harder than life?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That hits me. Every time I hear him say it, I get that little knot in the throat, and I'm like.
Evil Mike says Rocky 4. Trev says Rocky 4. See, my problem with Rocky 3, 4, and 5, especially 3 and 4, is like Rocky went from like this dumb, uneducated character to now like he's all ripped. He's basically Rambo. But it looks wise, he's Rambo. Like he's all cut and chiseled. He's leaned out. To me, he's lost some of that. He's lost the authentic character he was in 1 and 2.
But that's what happens when
I understand. Like he's getting himself educated. He's better in his position in life. Right? That's what you're gonna. Yeah. Like I get it.
Because now he has the money, and when you have money, sometimes you forget what it's like to be.
I mean, and that's one of the things. It's one of the themes. Like because Rocky 5, his kid has lived a tailor-made life, and so now he's got to go back to the streets. I get it. That's the whole point of Rocky 3 is like he got fat on fighting bums. Sorry, this is a cover battle, but
but we're battling about which Rocky.
That's good. It's all about the villain for me. But and that's the point of Rocky 3. He got soft, and he has to fight somebody like Mr. T, who is from the streets or whatever.
But that's why you need it. I didn't care for which one's the one with Tommy.
That's Rocky 5.
That's
where he loses it all.
Like my least. I didn't care. I wouldn't be sad if I never saw that one. Like that was.
Robin, spoiler alert.
I know, but if you haven't seen Rocky and you're a certain age, like that's on you, bro. That's on you.
Bro, got that, Robin? Bro. All right, you're first up this round. We'll do a live stream where we just argue, no covers. It's Creed's. That's true. Creed's death. So I saw a meme the other day where it's like, where it's like telling my bro we can't go out and cheat on our wives anymore, and he's like, they play a scene from Rocky 4. He's like, that's not us anymore. I wish it was, but we can't do that anymore. That's good. Creed's death. That's good. That's. Now, Trev, have you seen the re-edited Rocky 4? I know Stallone, Mickey's death in Rocky 3. You're right. But Stallone, there was a documentary about him re-editing Rocky 4 because the studio had kind of made some changes. I haven't finished that documentary, and I haven't seen. Is it? I don't know what he renamed it. Rocky 4, Balboa versus, and I can't think of the character's name. I can't think of the villain's name right now. Okay, you have not seen it. All right.
I don't know if y'all have heard this, but correct me if I'm wrong, that they're coming out with the Over the Top 2, another Sylvester Stallone. Because I don't know if
Drago, thank you. Oh man, I was gonna Bob sitting here thinking about it.
Ivan Drago.
Yeah, I think it's called Balboa versus Drago or something like that. He retitled it too. Over the Top. So you finally watched, and you didn't sit down and watch it with me like you were supposed to, but you saw some of Over the Top. Now, had you seen it in the past?
I've
Okay.
seen it in the past.
You just never sat through the whole
Right. One that I really want to see is, what is it? Tango and Cash.
Tango, that's a fantastic.
I need to watch that one because it has my boy.
I thought it was like great because you got two big name actors teaming together. Like I was like, that's a crossover. That's like a Marvel and DC crossover. Yeah. It's much better than the Expendables. The Expendables should have been so much more. It's fine. If they had made the Expendables in the 80s.
Dude, that would have been epic.
But yes. Look at that.
Tango and Cash.
Alrighty. See, and I saw a cover, similar situation, where you see the imprint of the belly button.
But I felt like you have to like see the curvature.
Well, see, and I put it back. It was a good one. I put it back because I wasn't sure, and I should have asked you, but I didn't want you to see the cover. I should have asked anyways, because I put it down. Yeah.
You could have just covered the rest of the cover.
Does it count though?
This?
Yes.
I think it does because it's so skin tight.
Because I've never seen Jennifer Aniston's headlights, but I've seen her headlights.
Yeah, so you know the size and the expectations. Without trying to be too graphic.
Did you use that cover for anything else before?
I don't know.
Boob socks count. I mean, yes, belly button. All right. This is one I picked up yesterday. I mean, that's really good because now seeing it here, like you really see the indention of the belly button.
That's the word, indention. Thank you.
She basically looked like she's wearing purple body paint. And then arm sleeves. I've got Exceptional X-Men #1. It says variant cover on it, but that doesn't mean anything because every cover is a variant nowadays. This is November of 2024. Exceptional X-Men #1. The one with the White Queen and her belly button there. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, sorry. See, I was trying to find a belly button this big.
Oh, like yours? As Trev says, how else would I bowl a stripe?
Go put your finger in Trev's belly button. Okay? And then let me see if he's like, you know what? I agree with you.
Now he's not going to let us ever room together at Heroes Cup.
Now he just has to wear a tight shirt. Don't be shirtless.
Alrighty. It's round 5. White Queen battles the Cat Queen. Sorry, the dog messing with the cord. All right, Lady Prime. Trev said, let's see, Trev took Fanboy Prime. The Collector P took Fanboy Prime. Troy's review either likes both or hates both. No, he said yes, so he likes both. Wellbore took Fanboy Prime. Froze, yeah, I don't understand what's going on. The dog is messing with, it's hitting the cord. I blame the dog sometimes too. I belligerently blame the dog, and then I go out there and start beating it.
Mhm.
No. She's a sweetheart. This is Manny's first vote, I believe this, and he voted Fanboy Prime, so he must have a thing for blondes.
You know what? Trev only betrayed me
He-
because of
he does. Trev doesn't want a finger in his belly button, at least not mine. What's the matter? You don't like your belly button played with, Trev?
And then he bites his nails, and then he'll cut you.
Oh my goodness, what are you talking about?
He'll cut you.
That's how I smooth them out.
Oh, he doesn't.
Bites my nails.
There was like some meme where
It is
someone
a nervous
bites the
tick.
nails, and then it's like they're all rigid.
Even Carmen's Crafts took Fanboy Prime. Did I get a sweep this round? Yes. So though it counted, everybody was like, that doesn't count as a belly button. Feeding my daughter, it's hard work. Oh no, no worries, Manny, no worries.
Oh, I didn't realize this was 2 covers in the back.
Like you bought that yesterday?
Yeah.
They probably only charged you the $1. The time I bought multiple bag books, multiple bag, they were like, "Oh no, it's just the dollar tag." All right, this is one I found yesterday at what cover's on your shirt? It's the Action Comics Neil Adams, but I can't remember what number it is. Does it say over here? 419.
419.
Action Comics 419. This is a JCPenney's purchase. Second I saw it, I knew I wanted it, and I don't own this book. Oh, hold on. Belly button right there. I know that's what you were really asking for, Whalebore. Let me highlight this. Robin says, Neil has a new channel. If you want to sub him up, here it is. Please go after the show is over. Canned Onion Gaming.
What he said. Like he's crying because he's depressed.
No,
Like,
it's
that's
just
so
like, that was
warm,
so beautiful.
He's crying.
See, and I've been doing that. I was willing to show that because I've been drinking water at work. I've been cutting back on the soda. So.
Oh yeah, you did tell me.
Bad boys to qualify for that. That's how I wanted to open the stream, and I didn't have the courage to do it.
You should have had me like draw on it.
Oh, thank you, Manny. Heads up, Fanboy Prime. I sent something your way. I lost track. All righty. And I did get a box from Jonathan, Collectibles to Astonish. And so shout out to Jonathan. We're opening that up at some point today. Comics Fan 1973. Sorry for being late. I was watching Peter Capaldi turn into Jodie Whittaker. I do not know that reference, Comics Fan.
I don't.
I'm going to have to look that up here in a bit.
I only know Force.
Oh, Doctor Who. Doctor Who.
That's what it is.
Got you. Okay. I've never watched Doctor Who. I don't know if I'm missing out.
Nightwing 207 tells me I should watch it.
Really?
Yes.
Did not know that.
Because he's really my friend and not yours.
Well, maybe.
Because I called him the other day and I'm like, dude, I'm about to start this new game.
I don't know. Trev says he stopped after the 12th Doctor. Fanboy Prime, you're missing out. Well, I guess I'm going to have to try it out. I'm not afraid of watching shows made overseas.
No.
Because I watched The Last Kingdom that originally started on the BBC or whatever. In fact, I'm in my like 3rd or 4th rewatch of The Last Kingdom, which shout out The Last Kingdom, the TV series based on is it Robert Cornwall's The Saxon series. I'm Uhtred, son of Uhtred. So yeah, love that show. And I told you I want you to watch it with me one of these days because I want to see how you react to certain characters. Troy's review says he's seen a few episodes of Doctor Who, so I'll have to check it out. Now, when you say I'm missing out, am I watching the revival of it? Or you wanted me to start with the ones way back in the day?
Today.
David Tennant, Doctor Who, 9th maybe, was so good. Alrighty, I've got Poison Ivy, number 30. It says all in on the cover, so I know this is a fairly new cover. I don't know who is there on the bottom, other than is it Oh, shoot, I didn't know that.
It's double.
Yeah, I didn't know it was double.
I like it because there's a skull in it. And that's how I'm going to carry your skull everywhere.
Old black and white episodes are hard to come by. Got you. Okay. Is that like that they do this when it's a variant cover and then they put the real cover, or like, you know, your traditional cover? So is this Pablo Villalobos? Love the card covers. So is that her? Is Pamela Isley there, or what's her name? Oh shoot!
What did you do?
I didn't plug in the laptop. That may be why something happened.
There's that one right there.
Yeah, I'll get it right now. Or if I did, she knocked it out. One of the two. But I don't think I
don't
think I
I
did.
think you plugged it in.
Okay.
Everyone just saw your thumb.
Right.
So that's what to expect, guys.
To Trev. All right, so maybe that's why it knocked the video out earlier. There's my work phone. I mean, that's what I was looking for. So yeah. Belly button front and center there on the back. There we go. That's mine book for round 6.
You can't see it. Belly button.
Okay, Evil Mike says Doctor Who is fantastic TV but broken. Start at the 2000s relaunch. Okay. Comics fan says definitely from the day JFK was shot. That's when the first episode aired in the UK. I did not know that. That is an interesting fact. Fanboy, don't listen to Evil. They used to reuse the tapes to record DW. They used to use the tapes to record Doctor Who. So many shows are lost. Wow, that's crazy.
You can skip that one.
Skip this one?
Yeah, you can skip that
one. All right. I'll go around that comment. So, Wellbore says Russ. George Review says morning Russ. Robin's buys the DIY says hi Russ. Manny the copy collector fist bump Russ. But I'm going to skip that comment. Now, am I skipping that comment because this individual watched one of your recent videos and liked it? Oh no, he watched one of my recent videos.
He's just a hater and he's very negative, and we don't need that.
Comics fan 1973 says Russ 9000 waving to him. Trev says Russ. So good morning, Super Russ 9000. Good morning on this WrestleMania Saturday.
Hello, Russell.
Which character is that? Is that Lilith or something like that? Deathwatch is dead. Let's say, but Hag and Troll are back. So is that Hag then? Is her name Hag? That's cool.
I remember that movie.
Dr. Giggles.
That's probably why I don't like The Dentist.
It's a doctor. It's not a dentist.
No, he's a dentist.
Is he?
I'm pretty sure he's a dentist.
All right. All right. Trev said, I thought that was Killer Frost.
It's Hag.
Hag? Now, is there actually a belly button there? Because I don't see it. Oh, there's a very, very well drawn belly button there. Okay.
You just can't. It's not.
There we go. The beginning of Doctor Who is broken, missing seasons, and a lot of episodes due to floods, fires, re-recording on tapes. Apparently, is what Wilbur says. So, okay. Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, Wilbur says that too, Mike. All right. I may have to check it out.
On our bucket
Honestly,
list.
I will probably start with the 2000s revival then and jump in and out of watching other older episodes just for checking it out, see what it was like. But it does seem like it would be a pain missing episodes and stuff like that. All right. This fantastic card cover or this I phoned it in Spirits of Vengeance cover?
Whatever. This is awesome. This
when you say it's awesome, you like the outfit, you like her hair.
Well, the whole
whole cover.
This whole series.
All right. So if I want to go and buy you books if I buy all the Spirits of Vengeance.
You can't just buy me this for Mother's Day, so don't even get any ideas.
We're not celebrating Mother's Day this year. My mom died. my morbid humor. Sorry, I have to laugh. Trev the Chippy Guru takes Fanboy Prime. Super Russ 9000 says, when I saw the title, I thought y'all were going to talk about innies and outies.
We were trying to.
Super Russ 9000, I will remind you that Trev says just names.
But how did you say it? Let me put some bass into it.
That's exactly how I said it.
Names.
Trev says that was earlier, Russ. Lady Prime went into detail about hers. And Trev referenced it as a bowling ball.
You know what? I just got a flag at you. Who do I call HR on you, Trev? Now that I think about it, thank you.
Trev took Fanboy Prime. Carmen Scraps took Fanboy Prime. Comics Fan 1973 is taking Fanboy Prime. Scroll through. Wellbore's taking Fanboy Prime. This is the round. I mean, this theme, it's almost like we all won. If it wasn't a shutout or sweep, it was a rout. I have to go with Lady Prime, barely.
Wow.
Collector P is taking Fanboy Prime. Manny the Hobgoblin Collector is taking Fanboy Prime. Super Rush 9000 is laughing his belly button off. Lady Prime just for the making up of the trashing of Jericho all the time. Well, there you go. Fanboy Prime.
You know, you guys don't appreciate a good time in history.
This is another one of the recent books. So this was a $4 pickup, and I don't think you get the discount on this one.
I mean, look at that. This guy's just cool. Him and his
Nobody
cigarette.
can see you. Oh, Johnny Blaze. Ghost Rider.
Johnny Blaze, come on.
Fanboy is holding 2 redheads. That's true. All right. Don't get to do this often. Let me just go ahead and hide this. Change this. Do you want to show your potentials?
Let's see what I got. I got this one, this one.
Back to the chat. All right. What do you got?
The Chico. Barely your belly button.
It's another indention cover?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure that's just not the fold of the shirt? We need to get you an updated copy. I mean, I love how this one looks all beat up. It's got missing pages. It looked like Silverfish got to it. There's the little dot of the belly button she's talking about.
I think you got me
This is a great cover.
you got me a bunch of She-Hulks, one Mother's Day.
It's got foxing on it, so yeah. This one needs to be
another
replaced
one.
for sure. Oh man, I could not find Starfire covers. So what is that? This Starfire, the Warrior Awakens, the Temeranians. It's a very, very, very ugly cover. You bought this yesterday?
Mm-hmm. I think it was only like 50 cents.
Trev says, reflection of an indention, Lady Prime writing the line, but I'll accept it. Trev says this is a good cover battle. Super Rest says, love me some Savage She-Hulk.
Me too. Ollie saw a She-Hulk toy and he was like, look, Mom, look. And I was like, I don't like that She-Hulk. Why?
Was it the gray one?
It was the newest She-Hulk from the show.
Oh, gotcha.
I was like, I don't like it. And he's like, why? I was like, because that's not the She-Hulk I remember seeing.
But see, I prefer Savage She-Hulk versus Sensational when she gets all pretty. And
I like them both.
I mean, I get it, yeah, but there's something to me. There's something about Savage She-Hulk. Like, I like that look right there. The wildness of the character there.
She reminds me of Tina Turner.
She looks like a monster, yeah. So, like, look at that. Definitely needs to be replaced. But you can't read it.
Yeah.
And it's a really, really, really good cover.
And then this is my last one. Really good.
I guess so.
And
That is a very 90s hairdo, right?
Mhm.
The girls with the
Some girls can't pull that off.
that's got to be Demi Moore hair like that at one
Yeah.
point, but maybe not as full. But
Yes,
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
movie Ghost.
Ghost, there we go. Manny says he prefers Savage She-Hulk over Sensational. Yeah. Comics fan 1973 says Conan O'Brien.
What about him?
Comics fan likes the John Byrne She-Hulk. I'm not sure why he said Conan O'Brien. He does look like Conan.
I prefer Conan O'Brien was my favorite late night.
Oh, because it's Who's in the Water. There we go. I wasn't even thinking about it. I'm talking about the girls, and that does look like Conan. You're right.
It does. I see it. He was my favorite late night talk show host, and because I have a little crush on that little redhead.
Conan O'Brien?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I think it's funny.
I wasn't sure if this counted as a.
I would say yeah.
Yeah. This is Ed Bennis on Birds of Prey number 80. And you have the belly button there. Conan was funny. Conan has a podcast out, Lady Prime. Yeah.
I think he's.
I liked whenever they would put the photo of the people and Arnold would be yeah. And then, cut them out.
When he would start off and then he would do that little dance that he does. I don't know. I just think he's.
So I used to like when Triumph, the comic insult dog, would appear on Conan. And so I bought one of the DVDs of Triumph, the comic dog, or whatever it is. She gave me like the most disrespectful comment on it. It was like, oh, I didn't know you were into this kind of humor. And I just like shot me down completely.
No. Let me tell you why. Because when we were talking, not first met him, because
For me to poop on.
because when I first met him, I did not like him. But when we started talking, he had already not watched a lot of things because I had let him borrow the movie Devil's Rejects. That was one of my favorite movies. And why didn't you watch that?
I couldn't finish it. It was so much cussing. I was just like, oh.
Okay, so
cut
to.
I felt like it was
this guy has standards.
Uninspired writing.
This guy has standards and morals. Not me, okay? Not I. And then he goes and puts that DVD on, and I'm just like, you want to talk about me? Like, you want to diss what I like? And then he puts that on, and then he was like, then he watches South Park, and I'm just like, sir.
It felt like uninspired writing. It was like, let me just say all these cuss words just to
Let me
fail.
poop on you. Okay,
No.
no. That's so inspiring.
My favorite thing is when he's meeting Bon Jovi. He's at the Bon Jovi concert. He's making fun of Bon Jovi in front of all these fans. And then he goes up to Bon Jovi. He wants him to sign the booklet that comes in he wants him to sign the booklet that comes in the CD. And when he hands it to him, there's crap on it. Because he tells him that's how bad it is. All right. I have Supergirl number 1. Oh, this is Ian Churchill. I think Ian Churchill and Ed Bennis have very similar styles. But then you got Supergirl's belly button. Is Ian Churchill the Temu? It's such a bad diss. The Temu, Michael Turner? I don't know. I am an Ian Churchill fan, though. I don't think he's nearly as famous. Oh no, not South Park. They killed Kitty. They killed Kitty
several times.
All right, so I like Tits McGee knocked out. So I like South Park because of the parodies.
Mm-hmm.
Like any subject, they attack religion. Oftentimes the Catholic Church, but when you listen to the parody of it, it makes sense. It's not plugged in. Can you see if you can plug that in?
Yeah, don't look at my butt, guys.
Got this Joshua Middleton Supergirl 42 cover. Supergirl's belly button is right there. This was a potential. Robin's got to go open the store. All right, Robin, have a great weekend. Happy Easter. Yes, definitely. Definitely happy Easter. Wellbore says, Bye, Robin. I missed one of the ends. My bad. I've got Damage number 6. Damage has got the belly button there. I liked this character of Damage. Basically a Hulk ripoff, but he can only be Damage, or he can only be the monster for an hour. I enjoyed this title. I enjoyed the character. See, South Park is just smart. See, I like that. Comics Fan 1973 says Akira meets Supergirl.
I like just when any
Talk about on that one.
makes fun
Comics Fan
of
73.
like nothing is off table.
Trev says never read him.
I think I have a cover of him. I think.
I thought it was interesting. He obviously, because he's such a powerhouse, a Hulk ripoff, has interactions where he battles Wonder Woman, battles Superman. Here's Swamp Thing on the cover. There's an idea behind it where the Bruce Banner effect, you're arguing with yourself, whatever. I thought it was cool. Yes, it's cool, but short-lived. None of the characters that came out of this is the New Age of Heroes. That's what they called it. New Age of Heroes. None of the titles that came out of New Age of Heroes lasted. None of them found a foothold in the DC universe. We're talking about Silencer. What was the other one? They kept saying it was basically their Spider-Man. I can't remember his name. Yes, I knew you were speaking of the manga. Yeah, came out through the Metal series. Signal was around before, but I don't think he had gotten Duke Thomas was around before. But yeah, you're right. He became Signal after or right around the time of Metal. Sideways, thank you, Mike. Sideways, yes. And when these came out, the focus was supposed to be on the art. I think even Jim Lee was there writing, was it The Unexpected or something like that? Not writing, but providing art. This is one I picked up yesterday at half price. Would that have counted?
Yeah.
So Legion of Superheroes, got the belly button there. I don't think it's particularly a great cover, but I thought I was going to have trouble finding belly button covers.
You smell like
So I
dog.
kept it.
You smelling like dog, girl.
Here's another one from 52. This is week 28. Holding the head of Red Tornado. I was like, man, I can't get that out. Sideways was killed off by Robin during the tournament. Oh, I did not know that. Immortal Men, thank you. Thank you, Trev. Wellbore says, hey, Biscuit.
Oh, goodness.
Looks like Spawn holding that woman.
The other one.
I can see that. It's funny because on those who's, I've got a bunch of them, but McFarlane did some of the cover art, and like you can clearly see a Spawn cape in on the cover art. Got 52, week 12. Black Adam and Isis. What's up?
Remember when we had that Venom toy for Ollie?
So my grandmother, like Ollie's like 2 years old at the time. Those stupid Titan figures where they just have the joints. You can't do. There's no elbow articulation. It was a Venom. Ollie liked Venom at a young age. And my grandmother, what is this? What is this? This would have been Ollie's great grandmother, right? And she did not like that we had given him this toy because it looked black and evil, and it looked like ISIS. She said, so. Yes, sir. Definitely first ISIS. So we need we need a big Black Adam presence in the new DCU. And then Blackest Night Wonder Woman. This is a cover I used before, so I held off on using it, but got the belly button there when she becomes a Star Sapphire. She becomes the Star Sapphire Guardian. There at the tail end of the Blackest Night miniseries. Well, there we go. All righty. We'll wrap it up here soon. What would you like to do next week?
I have no idea. Oh, you had mentioned something.
What, kids?
Yeah.
Comics fan 1973. Black Adam is DC's Doctor Doom. I like the idea of, yes, Black Adam leading a nation. I like the idea of the anti-hero aspect of it for sure. Yeah, it's a good comparison. Of course, Doctor Doom thinks on a whole nother intellectual level. But yeah, it's awesome. I think Doctor Doom is an awesome character. I think Black Adam is an awesome character. Who's smarter? Who's the more evil character? Lex Luthor or Doctor Doom? Marvel fans will always say Doom. My German grandmother did not like Venom. Had a name in German, but some old folklore that it looked like. Mike, that's interesting that you have a German grandmother. I don't know too many people who have a German background, although there's a lot of Pola.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever that means. Trev says Black Adam couldn't hold Dupe's cape, and I'm a DC fanboy. See, I just think that I don't know. German and Australian. Trev has a German grandmother. There you go.
They're taking over the world.
Lex Luthor might be more intelligent, but Doom is wise. Oh, that's fantastic. It's a fantastic way to put that, because there is a difference between intelligence and wisdom. Mom's side is German, dad's side is okay. Wow,
Okay.
that's pretty good. You're a United Nations all to yourself, a blending of the thing. You're the American dream right there. Doom is the best villain in Marvel, in my opinion. Right. Ollie was asking the other day who would win, Doom or Thanos. And I said, well, the only interactions I've seen between Doom and Thanos is when Thanos already has the Infinity Gauntlet. Mm-hmm. So, of course, at that point, Thanos. But I said, gods fear Doom. That's how impressive that character is. I've been arguing with Ollie and his cousin.
I have a video of him. They were like, Brandon, who do you think would win? This person or this person? And this guy always likes to cut the kids' dreams down.
Well, see, and I told Ollie this yesterday, that Norman Osborn is like Doom level. He's like, that's not Norman Osborn. That's Ultron. Because I was pretending it was Green Goblin. I was just, saying whatever. He gets so angry whenever I don't just agree with him right away. But yeah, I was saying that Norman Osborn, that they've elevated him up to Doom level, that he's on that tier of villainry. Collector P says Magneto as a solid second. That's cool. I enjoy Magneto based upon his power. Give me a Magneto versus Superman battle, and I'm like, I would love to see that. What's up, Shop for Comics? Good morning. Good to see you, sir.
Howdy.
For whatever reason, it's frozen. We did not want to highlight the comment. Trev says God Emperor Doom pulled Thanos' spine out. So there you go. Right. It's just got to depend on what level Doom is at the time. Comics fan 1973. Ultron will be a top dog soon. There you go. AI. Yeah.
But I think you're mean to the kids because they say they like Marvel better than DC.
Trev agrees with the Collector P with that Magneto is a solid second. It's good stuff. I do enjoy Magneto as a villain. My love and appreciation for Magneto comes obviously from the animated series, but I really took it to another level from the movies, but because of X-Men New Class.
Yeah, those were good.
And then the X-Men fans would be like, oh, the movies are terrible, right? But I really, really enjoyed X-Men New Class, or whatever, First Class, whatever it's called.
Find out their origin of why they became,
I just liked his portrayal of Magneto, and it just made me, not that I think Ian McKellen is bad, he's just older or whatever, but when I saw this younger version of Magneto, I was like, oh, Magneto's awesome. What a great character. And yeah. Currently, I'd say the Maker is Marvel's strongest. So I don't know currently. I don't read Marvel, so my Marvel knowledge comes from Marvel trading cards, Wikipedia, and I don't know. DC's AI is Brainiac. Yes, I appreciated Lego Marvel 3 because it made me see okay, Brainiac is a universal threat, a world-ending threat, and I feel like for a while there, DC just tied him as just like, oh, he's just another run of the mill villain for Superman, when he's not. He is like Omega level threat. Fassbender made a great Magneto. I agree. First class. Okay, first class. Thank you, Mike. Carmen's Craft says, have a great rest of the weekend, everyone. Happy Easter. Carmen, you have a fantastic Easter weekend with your family. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the theme. And anytime you got another idea, let us know, Carmen. Evil Mike, I preferred X-Men First Class over the first 3 X-Men. Felt it was closer to the comics to a degree. Of the first 3 X-Men movies, the only one I really enjoy is X-Men 2.
Which one's that one?
Begins with Nightcrawler trying to assassinate the president.
Oh, yeah.
There's a scene where the Michael Cox's character invades the X-Mansion and Wolverine gets to be Wolverine. I agree, Trev. Brainiac dwarfs Ultron. I agree. Carmen left because we started a bunch of geek talk. No. But thanks, Carmen, once again. Great theme. But alrighty, guys, we're going to go ahead and close it out because what time is it, Trev? For those of you who didn't see it earlier. World War says, tell us. Oh, what I was doing.
Oh, I will. I will probably disappear in a while.
Go get it. Go get it, just because it's so ridiculous.
But let me tell the story.
All right. Anyways, okay, so she's going to have to go. What the hell? What? She fell down. She fell down running so fast. I love the joy and shock on my face.
And if you guys could see how he's turning color, he's turning red.
So that was Wellbore's fault. This is just Trev is in the drive-thru, so there you go. Geek talk us never. Evil Mike says, I like the first 3 X-Men, but really hate the director. Should not have been allowed to make a superhero. But yeah, he shouldn't have been allowed to make Superman Returns. I get it. Brian Singer.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Look up some of the. Yeah. I feel guilty for getting you a fall. No, it's her fault because she wears pants that have.
They weren't even that baggy. They weren't.
You've fallen twice now in pants that style.
No, I fell because the carpet bunches there.
There you go, guys. It's a rug. It's not the carpet. It's a rug. So yeah. Hey Trev, they finally put a Whataburger in my town. It opens. Oh wow! All right, let us know what you think, Russ.
Do a video.
Otaku tour guide. Good morning. I'm sorry that I didn't comment more on your stream. I had it playing in the background. I was just like, it was the end of my day. We went to the comic book store, and I really only got. Say I took an hour nap, maybe 2-hour nap. So I was running on fumes, but I'll go back and watch that.
But I had told you, I was like, we don't have to go anywhere. And then you were like, weren't you on the truck? I'm like, we haven't even gotten ready.
Yeah, but I felt bad because I know you wanted to go. And then I was like, we don't really need to go. What's up? I have comic issues. Good morning. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. What did I used to tell you back in the day, Lady Prime?
That you love me? What?
When you would tell me about your childhood and all your trauma, I say, oh man, you got more issues than Action Comics, because Action Comics was like 970 something at the time.
Yeah, and there's still more issues because being married to you, it just adds on.
Bryant, if I'm not mistaken, are you Alabama is your location? There's like a small, like just a group of YouTubers there. 22 Comics, Bottom Tier Collector. So, yeah. Let's see. He says, I bet it was, Comics Fan says, I bet it was the is that like a wine right there? You're saying she was drunk?
Cabaret. I don't know.
You're saying it was, or was it the carpet?
What was the carpet?
It was the rug.
The carpet.
Yeah, gotcha. But yeah. So Otaku, sorry. I did enjoy your stream. I guess it was the previous week when you were doing the Goonies, but you ended it with some thoughts that that I agree with. Okay, Lower Alabama or the Florida Panhandle. Got you. So you're right on the border. Go back and forth. So yeah, it's I've only been to Alabama once. Well, twice. One time I drove through it. 3 times. One time I drove through it going to Disney World. Drove through it coming back. And then my Rachel, my aunt Tracy, lived in Alabama. We stayed one night in. I couldn't tell you where it was at. So I've traveled the roads of the southern U.S.
Your real roots.
My real roots. They're in Louisiana. I have family in Louisiana, so I am not making fun of the South. The redneck Riviera. What's the theme for episode 3? I have no idea. I have no idea what the cover battle theme was. We did belly buttons today.
Last week was
phobias. You came up with phobias. I said belly buttons. We're back to you. What do you want to do? Unless the chat can come up with something cool. But you know what? We did it once before. Let's do it again just because I liked your cover that you showed. And because I have comic issues, Bryant said the Redneck Riviera. Let's do guns on the cover. And we won't have Robin here to be scared of saying the term guns. I don't care. I'm not going to say pew-pews. Oh, Comics Fan 1973 says infection.
An infection. Oh.
Like on the cover. So we'll put that in the to-do list because I feel like I'm going to need more covers for that. I think we do guns next week.
Gin. I put gin. Gun.
Oh, man. Hold on. Now that I think about it, there was a belly button cover I could have used. Let me see.
I did think of one yesterday when we were looking through comics.
I'm looking for a specific cover. And I don't know if it would have been a belly button
Now
cover.
I'm mad that I didn't get that one gun cover yesterday.
Which one? That you showed me?
Yeah.
I thought you did.
No.
Maybe. Oh, no. Okay, I was thinking of this cover, but she doesn't have a belly button.
No, because I had bought.
Trev, the shipping guru, says, I have 2 suggestions for my next appearance, reflections and split covers. When would you like to appear, Trev? Guns sponsored by the NR.
Can I pistol whip you?
Troy, you want random covers? Just randomly pull books? Now,
Like not looking?
like we grab a box and we pull it out? We can do that?
We've even thought about, what was it? The most you can spend?
No, it was not the most you could spend because I would not be able to compete. You have no issues. You have no cap.
I have issues. Don't discredit me. I have issues.
Trev is down whenever. You want him to appear next week?
We can do it.
What do you want to do next week then, Trev? And we'll hold off on the guns or split covers. Do you want to do reflections or split covers? I feel like reflections would be easier to go through my collection.
And then are we going to play Michael Jackson's song in the back?
Because of Man in the Mirror?
Yeah.
Troy's review says yes. All right, we'll put that in the to-do. All right, Trev says reflections is good. Is Lady Prime allowed to use her Savage She-Hulk cover that she used this week?
I do what I want.
I know you do. All right, so guys, next week is reflections. We will have special guest Trev, the shipping guru. I will do a better job of advertising it, Trev. Iron Man reflected She-Hulk today. Well,
no, we just need. Never mind. We'll do it, and I'm not going to tell you what we're gonna. I mean, you'll see.
What's that?
What was it? Random reflection and split covers.
Split covers? Yeah. All right, guys. I feel like the momentum of the show has just come to a screeching halt, and I don't know. I'm hungry. You know what? Let's not do breakfast tacos this morning. I mean, let's not do Whataburger this morning. Let's do breakfast tacos because you do have that gift card. And we can save money that we spent yesterday. But yes, Otaku Tour Guide brought the Happy Superman Day. And well, now I don't know where my cover went.
We did reflections, and then we could do, would face reveals be different than reflections?
I don't know. So yes, Happy Superman Day. Once again, this Adam Hughes. It's a 1 in 10 ratio. picked up for, I may have picked it up for $2. I was trying to do the math with the discount in there, but I thought it was a $4 pickup with the discount. After the discount, I thought it was $1.75. It may have just been a $2 pickup, but yeah, happy to have this cover in the collection. There you go. Happy Easter, everyone. Yes, definitely. Happy Easter, everybody. Go find them eggs or do whatever you guys do for Easter. Have fun with your family. Definitely. Knowing what I know now, right? The family time is like so crucial. So take advantage of the time you have. Thanks, Pride. Great show. Great Easter. I'm sorry. Have a great Easter. See you, everybody. Thanks, Collector P, for being here. Appreciate you hanging out.
WrestleMania and wings.
Yeah, WrestleMania, wings, and Easter egg hunting. So, and brisket. Stepdad's doing brisket. So, appreciate it, everybody. We'll see y'all later. Have a great weekend. Let me let Ollie send us out. World War says, tell us. Oh, what I was doing.
Oh, yesterday. I will. I will probably disappear in a while.
Go get it. Go get it. Just because it's so ridiculous.
But let me tell the story.
All right. Yeah. So I took the fall. I pressed the wrong button.
Video.
Yeah.
Say thank you for watching. Subscribe.
Bye.
Say
Bye. See you next time.
The whole screen went black. Take two.
video. Say thank you for watching. Subscribe.
Bye.
Say
Bye.